Does your 3D printed panels look like this with this ugly looking handwritten text? Or maybe you have gone a step further and added some backlighting, but you still can't quite see it and it becomes a problem during day operations because you can't see it without the backlighting.
Well, we've got another solution for you, hopefully. So, we got a message in our Discord server that one of our followers wanted to try these our methods and wanted to buy our prints. So we started to plan it and make it happen. Alright, so the main test was to build this panel, and we in this video we'll do it in 3 different ways. And for the first variation we did everything like we did in our first video. So we printed this this way, so the bottom side was facing the bed, and then we just printed it just with transparent filament all the way on the top until the last few layers that were in color, and in this case they were white. Only this line was green because he wanted to test if the green filament works also. And I'm sorry if this is lagging a bit, but yeah, we did test the larger openings on the right side of this, so we could see if it affects really much on the backlighting performance, and you will see in the further video if it actually did work. And just for the notice, this was a really long undertaking. We actually messaged back and forth for about 2 months to get this complete, of course, because we had other things to do. Also, I'm studying in university right now, so I'm sorry if we don't get so much videos put out also right now. So this was our first 3D print looking on our slicer software, Bamboo Studio, and if I can show you, you can see that all of it is just transparent filament, and then the top layer is just well, it shows here as orange, but it's actually white. It's just that I haven't changed it to white in the slicer software. And right now I'm going to slice it. Also, by the way, we have this green stripe here and everything else is gray. And I'm gonna slice it, put it in the printer, and this is, by the way, on smooth bed. Yeah, no, textured bed. Yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna slice it and we'll see how the results look. Alright, I just made this contraption up. It has just some LED strip lighting in the box, and I just wired it up to power. So we're gonna test the first piece, and as you can see, there's not much light that gets passed through the this side. It's better letting in light than this side, and I think it is because the holes here, let me show you if I can, yeah, the infill has been, or the support, I mean, has been wired to the infill, so that's my miss, and I will try to fix it right now.
Before continuing, we would like to tell you a little more about our sponsor, PCB Way.
PCBWay is a part manufacturer who offers PCB manufacturing and assembly, CNC machining and 3D printing services.
Their low prices and endless customization enables everyone to use their services in a moment's notice.
We've already ordered some parts for this project and it was very convenient and easy process.
Go check them out from the first link in the description.
Thank you PCBWay for sponsoring this segment. And back to the video. Alright, I have now flipped this upside down on the texture bed because I want to see how the texture bed affects to the text on the panel, and if this will work and the text looks real nice, that means that we can drop basically all of the transparent infill out, so we basically can eliminate filament swaps and make this much faster. That also means that you can do this very easily on your own 3D printer, even if you don't have multi-material printing capabilities. You can just change the G-code on your 3D printer and make it stop at the layer what you desire, and then change the filament by yourself manually. So that's really good for many of you guys if this will work. Yeah, let's try this. And what do we have here? The second test is ready. Let's take it and see what it looks like. And I think it's really good quality. Of course the texture is going to show up, and that's why we made this test, to see how it looks. So yeah, let's see a close-up soon. And here's the second piece. And I will show you without the light and with the light. I don't know if you can see, because, well, of course this hadn't built yet, so I can show you perfectly how the backlighting works. But I think there's still some problems in the support wiping to the infill and to the blocking the light passing through the text. So I will try to adjust the settings. But the surface finish, it looks quite good actually on the texture bed upside down compared to the first one. I think it's worse actually on upward side than this one. But yeah, let's try to fix this. And I have now transferred the piece to the smooth bed and tweaked the settings, so I think this time now it should be worked perfectly, and I think this side is going to be really good in terms of the backlighting, and I hope the smooth bed makes the quality perfect on this one. I kind of liked also the texture bed, but we will see what we will be using in the future. Probably the smooth bed, because all of our other panels are also smooth. So this is the final piece to print. In the meantime, we are actually chatting with HabHab and discussing about further 3D prints that we will test for him also. And right here you can see the last one, and wow, you can really see the light shining through, even though it's really over exaggerated and exposed, I mean, yeah. And this time I made it perfect, so all of the light shines through here.
So now these holes, which have worked always perfectly, but they don't let so much light in. They, compared to this now, this is much better and letting light, so much more light here. I will show it to you also without the light, like this, and yeah, you can see it in the camera too. And I think the surface finish on the smooth bed, it looks absolutely beautiful. It's so smooth. I don't feel a thing here, and the text came out really good, I think. And I hope Hab is also very pleased with the results. So yeah, I will make a few more things, trying out new things with the backlighting. So let's see them. I also have some of our older panels, which we have made the same way we did these, or the same way we did the first one. So as you can see, the surface finish is quite nice. It's not perfect, obviously, because it's printed upside down. No, I mean upside right. And you can see the text in plain light, very good. But when it gets dark, as you can see, I can make the letter sign very brightly through it, and it looks very nice. We have to still, of course, block the light coming through here. That's not the panel's problem, that's us. But yeah, there's a little sneak peek to our simulator building at the moment.
And meanwhile we were discussing about the results of the panels. We were also interested in doing this kind of test, which includes different kind of angles to 3D print with the backlighting. And this 3D print consists of the transparent side, and then it was really nice to make this backlighted part also a different part. And the key thing for also you guys to make this happen really well and succeed in this method is the best way possible is to make the different colors and different filaments their own parts. So in the bamboo slicer or whatever slicer you're using, you can just select the part and select the filament you will be using for that. So you don't even need to paint it, paint the layers with the color of filament you want. You just have to make them a part of their own. You can also have, let's say, this could also be just one thick piece, and then you could paint it. But because this is such a complicated piece, and you cannot paint it layer by layer, you have to have made this their own part, so we can put the color on different parts. Yeah, I will bring it to the slicer and we'll see you there. Alright, I've now loaded the .3mf file to the bamboo slicer, and also guys, remember to download it in the .3mf file, because you will get every part lined up already nice and flush already, so you don't need to tinker anything. You just load it here and everything's all good. You only have to go to this menu here and select the different parts. We just made a mistake that we loaded all of the bodies apart, but you have to select every part you want to have. For example, in the orange, in the white. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, this is still orange, even though it's supposed to be white. But you have to select every one of these, and then you can right click set filament for selected items, and select the filament you want. If you would want a different filament, you would select, for example, green or something like that. And yeah, I will try to slice it. This will be, I think, quite a long time to print because it has very many layers and very many changes of filament. So this could be almost a day, if not even more.
And here is the throttle quadrant. I think this is flap panel, and I think the results are not so pleasing, and it's due to the prints, like the way it's printed. So I think this could be probably better, and you could slice it in a different angle. But when I tried it, for example, like this way, it would have been like over 3 days to print compared to the time it took to print only this one. But yeah, let's see the backlight. It's probably better with a flashlight if I show you. So I have my phone here, and I will show you. Is it focusing? Yeah. So the backlighting is really good on the big white strip, but because of the letters came out a bit poorly, they are not lighting up as well or at all in some places. So yeah, I think this could be fixed in some way, and I hope we find a better way sometime.
Alright, and the last pieces that Hab wanted to test were just plain transparent ones with just one hole in the middle, and the only difference between these two are that the one has only one layer, one top layer of white, and the other has two top layers of white. So that way he can test to paint them on top of the white, and then try to laser engrave the letters here, and that way he can have best of both. So have customized panel dimensions, but then have the precision of a laser engraver and engrave the letters and have the best color possible on the top layer.
And guys, what do we have here? We have the final prints of our test, and with these prints we printed a couple layers of white, just plain white, and then we're going to send these, and our guy is going to paint on top of the white. Let me see if I can get those out. So we have this piece here, right here, and we're going to paint it one layer or two layers, or a couple, I don't know. We're gonna paint the layer of paint which color we want it, and it's going to be the airbrush gray probably. And then Hab is going to laser engrave the text, and we'll see how that goes. And here are the final pieces here. So this one I think is the one layer, and this one is the two layer version, or otherwise, yeah. Let me see if I can underexpose it a little bit. Yeah, the light is shining very nicely through here, and this one blends even better. I think it will look very nice if we got some photos or video from Hab. Hopefully we do. So let's see the results now, if we do have them.
Alright, we have now sent the 3D prints to Hab all the way across the world. You don't even know where, and we won't tell you, of course, as you guessed. But yeah, Hab made, even though Hab wasn't satisfied for his quality of work, and we appreciate that he is making such a good quality simulator. So 3D printing actually wasn't really sufficient for him, but he still managed to make some really good points here in Discord for us, and that is really good to hear feedback from him. And I will read the points for you because they're actually really great. So the first point was printing with face up gives the needles look because you don't need support on the side, of course. But for some reason the backlighting is very poor, and the light looks like it's being blocked a lot, but that is only on the first prints because our support methods and infill wipes were not correct. And he said that on the other two facing down, the damage made by support is significant, although the backlighting is a lot better. And the support damage that he was talking about is only under the knobs, so you can't actually even see it when you fully build the panel ready. So yeah, that's quite good actually still. And he's stating also that the backlighting on the right is a lot better than on the left, and he kind of expected this, and as did we, and because the holes for the backlighting were much bigger, as you saw, it made quite a big difference to have more light passing through. And he said that the main issue is not equal quality, and because like 80% of the characters at backlighting looks okay, but in the 20% of the characters they are a bit washed out, and I noticed that too. And that is mainly on when the face is facing down while printing, and that is probably the filament oozing and making its way past the boundaries that the slicer software has set. So I think we could tweak that out too a little bit more. And also the curved component clearly shows that we exceeded the limits of this method, and I agree with it too, because the characters does not look really good. If you guys have any like info that how could we make that work also, that would be really great, but with our knowledge we couldn't make it work. But yeah, he said that this project still, even though it cost him a little bit of money, but it was still worth it for him, because he was also trying to see whether he will buy a 3D printer himself. And now he knows what to expect and make some future moves there. And yeah, we want to thank you, Hab, for creating us this amazing opportunity to revise this our old and most viewed video, and to make everything even slightly more perfect. Hopefully you guys got more in-depth view of how could you make this method even better. Yeah, hopefully you liked the video, and please remember to like, subscribe, and of course share the video so we get more views and more guys can watch this tutorial and learn something new maybe. Yeah, thank you for watching, see you next time.
200